class to me.
Well, I don't think I'm qualified to teach it to you.
If you didn't get that, Ashley was saying she wants to teach a Shakespeare class at our kids' theater company, but no one would do it. And I said she could teach it to me because she's very good at Shakespeare and I'm not.
I'm not good at Shakespeare, but I just think I used to hate it until I took this really good Shakespeare class that made it really fun. So then I feel like I want to teach it because in high school when you learn Shakespeare, it's really like, yeah. Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging. Such a Wagner as Phaethon would whip thee to the west.
She can't breathe, so
I can't.
That's why there is that big breath in the middle of it.
No, that was my character choice. Just kidding. If you can't see, I got my little pumpkin here. It's because he was being whiny.
He was being very whiny. He didn't want to walk, and then I brought him home to feed him because he didn't want to walk, and then he ate, and then he was whining his head off because everyone else was eating, and he needed more food, and then I came over here to sit down and do work, and then he was just standing right by my chair, screaming at me.
He kept eating my Cheeto Puffs.
Maybe because you kept giving them to him, he wouldn't leave you alone.
I know. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
It's Aspen, the better half of the Summers twins.
It's Ashley, the best half of the Summers twins, and Pumpkin, the best half of the Summers twins.
Did we tell everyone when it was Pumpkin's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, we did?
I think so. He was on the podcast with us.
Oh, he was. Well, yeah. I hope you said happy birthday to him. It was a while ago.
I don't think anyone said happy birthday to him in the comments.
We can't have comments. They can only answer the questions.
Well, on YouTube, no one said happy birthday to him.
Anyway, we are 3 days away from our... Stop making the kissing noises. That's gross.
I'm just giving Pumpkin a kiss.
Yeah, but nobody likes hearing smoochies.
Most people do.
No, not on the podcast. Anyway, we are 3 days away for... Stop! See, now you're coughing. Now people have to hear you coughing.
I'm sorry. I will not make any noise for the rest of the podcast.
I was going to say something, but it would make you mad if I said it, so I'm not going to say it. About you kissing people.
I don't kiss people.
Okay, so... now I don't even know what I was saying. Okay, we're 3 days away. Yeah. 3 days away from our birthday. And we are now tied, right? We're tied.
No,
yeah,
we are.
We are. And we tied yesterday.
Oh, man.
So we're tied again with 3 challenges left. And whoever wins the best 2 out of 3 gets to pick the next person's or the other person's. Gosh, what is wrong with my brain today?
We're really tired.
We're not. Our dad said we can't say that on the podcast anymore.
Why? Because we say it every week.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not tired. But it's our excuse for why we sound like idiots all the time.
I mean, it's the truth. My brain's not working. But whoever wins best 2 out of 3 gets to pick the other person's first drink on our 21st birthday.
What if we tie? We already talked about that. Never mind.
We can't because, if we tie.
If we tie every day. Or if I win today and then you win tomorrow and then we tie on Sunday.
Well, then Sunday we'll have to have our special guest back and then we'll have to have a tiebreaker.
Or on Monday.
Well, yeah, we'll have a tiebreaker.
But no, I guess we can't because we have to pick so that we're ready for Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, tell them what we're doing today. I don't know why you were, taking so long.
Oh, my goodness. We're doing...
I'm kidding. That was a joke because I kept interrupting you.
I know. Oh. What year did this happen in? So, it's... Or, I don't even know how to explain it.
How old the other one was.
Yeah. So, it's I'll say something that I did, and Ashley has to remember how old I was when it happened. And I feel like we've been around each other our whole life, so this is probably going to be really easy. Except I tried to think of ones that you might not know.
Yeah.
One of them is something I don't think that you probably know or remember that I did, but it's really funny, so.
Yeah, some of the ones I came up with, I was having a hard time remembering how old I was when it happened.
Oh.
So, I mean, I tried to come up with mostly easy ones, but also, most things are things that we would have done at the same time, or, they were, big things, so we remember when it happened.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to see. I feel like you're either going to know all of these right off the top of your head, or you're not gonna know any of them.
Okay, well, let's give it a shot.
Okay. I'll ask you
Okay,
first.
that's great. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, Pumpkin, help me.
I also stressed very much more than I should have about the order of these.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't. I just wrote them down in the order I thought of them.
Well, because mine were so random, I didn't want people to think they were weird. That like this was my first one. So, okay. Emma. The first one is, how old was I the first time I made your birthday cake?
Ooh. How old were you the first time you made my birthday cake? Let's see. Our mom made our cake for a while, and then, but maybe you like helped her, like made it by yourself?
I mean, for the most part. I mean, she helps every year when I make it, so.
Ooh, this is hard. 12?
Like for the 12th birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't really a cake, it was cupcakes.
I
was going to see if you remembered what they were actually before I just said
that.
Yeah,
I was wondering because they were cupcakes, but I didn't know if that would count. But so you were 11, but it was for our 12th birthday.
So I put either like 11 or 12 would count. Well, good job on that one.
They had little like playbill things.
Yeah, and we bought gold mist spray. It was really cool. And I used a piping bag, even though I hate it. You gotta lean a lot further away from the microphone.
I'm sorry, I can turn my volume down when I cough.
I can't. You can.
I can't. Well, you put it back there.
Okay, well, you're the one who has to deal with
Well, you're the one who doesn't like it.
Nobody likes it. That's going to be the poll for today.
Well, I didn't say other people did like it. I just said you're the one who's having a problem with it. You're the one who gave it to me.
Gave you the cough?
Yeah.
I wasn't sick.
Yeah, but remember the other day when you were like not feeling good and we thought you were going to get sick? And then in the middle of the day, I got sick and then you didn't?
I was thinking that the dentist gave it to you because you went to the dentist Tuesday morning and then like 4 hours later, all of a sudden you were dying. So
probably because when I was at the dentist, I was just thinking about how disgusting it is that they use the same things in your mouth that they've put in other people's mouths.
Yeah, it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. But you don't get sick that fast from germs.
Well, that's why I think they poisoned you.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to go back there to get a filling.
Well, you better watch out.
I know. And it's not because I don't take good care of my teeth. Oh my gosh, when I was there, the hygienist was like, do you floss? And I said, yeah, almost every day. And she was like, well, I see on your chart that you've had a lot of cavities before, so did you just start flossing? And I was like, no, I've always flossed. I just have really bad teeth.
You have genetically horrible teeth.
Yeah.
Once I'm rich, I'm planning on getting whatever those fake teeth are. Like, not dentures, but the permanent ones.
Oh.
I mean, not once I'm rich. I'm not planning on getting rich. But I figure, I know it's a lot of money, but the amount of money that tooth work costs is madness. And I have eroding enamels, and I bought all of this sensitive teeth stuff for my eroding enamels, and it's not working. Like, my gums just hurt all the time.
Yeah, our mom has really bad teeth. Like, her whole family just has really bad teeth, and we got those genes because, like, us and our mom are, like, really good about taking care of our teeth. And we just, like, I have to get a filling because I have these teeth, like, my two very back teeth on the top. I, like, can't reach with a toothbrush because my mouth is too small. And, like, every time I'm at the dentist, they're like, it's not your fault. You just can't reach them. So you're probably just going to have to keep getting fillings in them. But, like, I've tried all of these, like, little toothbrushes and, like, different things to try to, like, get them. But I should just get them pulled because I don't need them.
Every time I go to the dentist, they're like, I can tell that you take really good care of your teeth, and then you have 552 cavities.
Wow, that's a lot. I should ask when I go there. I should ask him if he can just pull those.
Yeah, that would be better than getting them filled.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, sorry.
What age did I have strep throat for the first time?
Ooh. 7?
Yeah, how did you know that so fast?
I don't know. It was just a lucky guess. Just sounded right in my head.
Okay. You're gonna get all of these. How old was I when I watched the Super Bowl?
Like the only time?
The only time I like sat down and watched it, yeah.
I want to say 10.
Is that your final guess?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So I feel like we both watched it. Like Grandma came over and we watched
Well,
it.
that year I watched all of the Broncos season, like once they got to the playoffs with our dad.
Really?
I don't know why.
All of them?
I think just
Wow.
so do it with him.
Good for you.
Yeah. And then they lost so horribly.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm done with
I
football.
remember Grandma kept, every time they would like do something good, she'd be like,
Yabba
yabba dabba doo!
Babe, lean away from the microphone.
I'm sorry, you have to stop making me laugh because it's making me cough.
Okay, you probably don't know that I did this. I think it's really funny though.
Oh boy.
How old was I when I hid in our fort during Christmas time and wrote a song about how sad Christmas lights make me because they remind me how old I am getting?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I made her laugh again.
You made me hit my elbow on the table.
Oh, you deserve a coffee cough.
I'm
kidding.
Every time Aspen doesn't feel good, I'm so nice to her, and when I don't feel good, she gets so mad at me.
I try to be nice to you. I always offer to do stuff for you and get you things. You're like, stop, leave me alone. I said no.
No, you get so mad at me.
I was
you're
joking.
Like, okay, how old were you when you did that? That is so funny. I think you were either 6 or 8 or 9, but 8.
No, 6.
For real?
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm so close.
That's okay, you've
So
already gone 3.
Because I said 6 or 8, but then I was like, well, I feel like we went through this phase when we were 7 and 8 where we would like always write songs about stuff, and I didn't remember that being a thing when we were 6.
Yeah, I didn't write it down. I just continued to sing it.
Well, then you should have said made up a song, because then I would have guessed 6.
Shoot, I'm sorry.
Try it again.
Okay. How old was I when I hid in our fort? Okay. My last question, I'm going to read it over her.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not mad at you.
I know, I just feel bad. Everyone's going to turn off the podcast so they want to listen to me cough.
If you just moved away a little bit more.
I can't move any farther.
Or move the microphone thing closer to you so you can turn it down.
I can't reach it. I'm holding pumpkin.
Oh. Okay, last one. How old was I the first time I went to the theater without you? Like live theater, not movie theater.
The first time you went to the theater without me. I think it was on a field trip in elementary school, because there was a field trip to Heritage Square that I was sick for, and you went. Was it?
I don't know.
But I can't remember how old we were. Shoot, I'm gonna get this one wrong. I feel like we were in 3rd grade, but I don't know if our classes would have been going together. Okay, was it 3rd grade?
No, 2nd grade.
Oh, shoot!
But you were right. It was the Heritage Square field trip. Do you remember what show it was?
Beauty and the Beast?
No, it was A Christmas Carol.
Really?
No, maybe it was.
I think it was Beauty and the Beast.
I think it was, actually, because it was it was after Christmas, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, I think I get half a point for knowing like what it was and when it was.
That's fine. You can have half a point.
Okay, so I got 3.5.
Yeah, good job.
Okay.
I know my dad's listening right now and being like, none of this half a point stuff.
Yeah, but I think that's fair. There's one of mine where you can get half a point for it.
Okay, awesome. I like that.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully I'll just get the whole point.
Well, you can get 1.5 points if you get both.
Oh.
Okay. What year did I get my first C on an assignment in school?
First C. Well, I want to say 8th grade, because that was the first time that we got letter grades. But I don't necessarily remember you ever getting a C in 8th grade. But I would think it probably did happen. I bet it happened in our English class, because we had this really crazy English teacher, or in our math class. You didn't not like her as much as I did, but we had this. Oh no, you didn't have the same math teacher that I did in 8th grade.
First semester I didn't, but second semester I did.
Right.
I can't remember who I had first semester for math.
His name was Mr. Lord.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I did.
That was his real name.
There was.
So I'm gonna go with 12, 8th grade.
No. I was 14 in chemistry.
No way. You didn't get a C until we were 14. I got an F in my algebra class in 8th grade.
You did? On what?
On a quiz or something.
Really? I mean, maybe I did, but I feel like because I remember that I got multiple B's in English, and I ended up with a B at the end of the semester, and then...
I mean, it probably wasn't an F, it might have been a B, but I remember it being, like, really horribly bad.
It probably wasn't an F, it might have been a B. Same thing.
But it might have been an F, I can't remember for sure. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. And then I was just thinking, maybe I got a C freshman year in English, but no, I would remember that. I think I was afraid I was going to get or I needed a C on the final to get an A in the class. I think that's what it was. Because
I can't believe I got that wrong.
In my high school chemistry class sophomore year, it was a really terrible class, and we had this one unit that my teacher didn't understand, and he kept teaching us stuff wrong, and then
stoichiometry.
Yeah, and then it also was really confusing to me, and I would like try so hard to like get help with it, and I just didn't understand it, and I studied so hard, and I didn't do well on the test, and then the test was like the day of parent-teacher conferences, and at parent-teacher conferences I said that I was worried about my grade because I didn't think I had done well on the test, and he was like, "That's not true, you still got a C." Like, he had it in his grade book, and I was like, I thought I probably got a B, not a C, and I was like,
Aww.
devastating, but it's okay because I ended up with an A in chemistry.
Yeah.
It was probably the hardest like A I've ever gotten.
Well, okay, I have to interrupt with 2 stories.
Okay.
We ended up with the same teacher, because this teacher who didn't know how to teach did he get fired, or what happened to him?
I don't remember. I kind of think he got put on a leave of absence for the second semester.
But Ashley got moved to the same teacher that I had, who absolutely hated me, and I really needed a good grade on this final to keep my A.
And she had a snake in her classroom, and she would feed it dead rats in the middle of class.
Yeah, it was really gross. But I studied for so many hours for this stupid final. And I actually studied for a few, but like I was studying nonstop for 2 or 3 weeks, and Ashley studied for like 4 hours the day before the test. No, she keeps arguing with that, but that is the truth. And she still got a higher grade than me.
I feel like I remember you being upset about that then, and me being really upset because I had studied way more than you were telling everyone I did.
Okay, well, I'm also saying you're smarter than me, so I'm not sure why it makes you so upset.
Because I studied so hard for chemistry all the time. That was like...
Okay, anyway, I'm going to keep talking over her coughing.
I'm sorry, Aspen.
I know, but I have another story to say,
okay.
So they don't need to listen to you cough. My other story, real quick, is I just want to share my favorite parent-teacher conference story. It's really fast. Can I share it? So we had this English teacher junior year who, like, it was an AP literature class, so we would read books and then write essays about them. And she kept making us analyze art and photography and then write essays about it, which just didn't make any sense because it wasn't an art class and we didn't know how to analyze art because she didn't teach that to us and it wasn't an art class. And so, my mom at parent-teacher conferences, now I can't even remember what she said, but it was something like, I'm just really not understanding why it's relevant for them to keep writing essays about art. And she had no good answer, and then we never had to write it. She never signed that again, so it worked.
That's funny.
Really funny.
But now I kind of feel bad about when we would be upset about things in classes and we would make our parents ask the teacher about it, because I'm sure that's so stressful for teachers when parents are always analyzing, questioning things that they're doing, and they probably are trying so hard. I mean, I don't know, when parents get upset at us and we're we're really trying and we like spend so long trying to do the right thing and then like everyone questions it, then
yeah, no, I do, and I'm sure that I can definitely see that. I also feel like we would never do that, except every once in a while we had teachers who were just, I mean, I don't want to say that, like, I think they were good fits for some people, but they were like teachers that were a problem every single day with just the way that they would treat us and like not be responsive and helpful and things like that. So I guess that's my answer to that.
I think if I was a teacher, I would just give all the students A's because I would be like so afraid of upsetting them and like not be able to handle angry parents.
I know, I can see you doing that. Sorry we're talking so much.
Yeah, sorry, I'll move on.
It's not because we're tired, because we're not tired, because we're not allowed to say that.
We just have a lot to say. Okay, number 2, when was I rejected from my first audition? Like, I auditioned for a show and didn't get in, not like I auditioned for character and didn't get the character I wanted.
Well, it was not 9 because you would have only auditioned for Cinderella. I don't think it was 10 because I don't remember either of us ever auditioning. This is like a theater show, right? Not like talent show or something.
Oh, yeah. I did get rejected from talent show a couple years before this, but I forgot about that. So
I kind of think the first time was the Aurora Fox. They were doing some Christmas show, and I think we were 11. I'm gonna say 11.
I did say 11. I thought it was when we auditioned for that South Suburban Halloween show, but the Aurora Fox one might have been first.
I kind of think that might have been
I couldn't remember which one of those was first, but they were within the same probably 2 months.
But the reason we got rejected from the Halloween show was the director called and was like, because it was just this stupid little youth theater thing, and he was like, I really want to work with them, and I racked my brain trying to cast them, but I just could not figure out how to have 2 people who look so much alike in the show.
Yeah.
Which, who knows if that's actually the reason, but it was not a very nice, like, if he was trying to say that to, like, make us feel better, it didn't, because it just set the impetus for us feeling like we could never audition for things together.
There were a couple times when we were younger, not this time, obviously, because neither of us got in, but there were a couple times where we would audition for, like, youth theaters, and one of us would get in and the other one wouldn't, and not that, like, I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't think that I don't want people to, like, not cast either of us because they don't want twins in it, but, like, sometimes I just think that's, when it's children's theater, like, there is no reason that they can't just have another person in the show. Like, I just think it's kind of dumb.
I feel
like when you played the 2-headed troll in Sleeping Beauty with another person, I didn't get cast in that show.
That was really stupid. I have no idea why they did that. I feel like sometimes, like with that Halloween play, it wasn't like there was a role that would have made a ton of sense to have twins in it or something. And that their play is not musical, so you can't, it's a lot harder to just have extra people. So I feel like for things like that, I would rather them cast one of us than neither of us, because I think it's really unfair to take away the opportunity from both of us just because we look alike. But when it's something like the Cinderella musical that you did that had a cast of 60 and it was just like a bunch of groups of kids, and each group had their one song that they would all sing together and then go off stage, like things like that. I think it's really stupid that they don't just cast everybody, and so I think it's especially dumb to only cast one sibling because there's just no reason.
Yeah.
And you were paying to be in the show. It's not like
they're paying you.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, when we would audition for professional theater, I understand if things like that would happen, but anyways, but it's just, I mean, probably because I am a twin, but like, I just, like, we have twins in our next camp, and I'm already stressed about, like,
can you sit towards the microphone?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm already stressed about, I mean, we don't even know them, but just, like, casting them, because I just know how hard it is to, like, be, if one twin gets the role they want and the other one doesn't or something, and, like, how do you, but you don't want to not cast one of them in that role because you don't want to make the other one sad. It's just, like, such a...
I think you just have to really try to be as I mean, obviously auditions are just not objective, but like be as objective as possible and not, I mean, it's really hard for us, but not take into consideration.
Yeah.
Like, how do we go about this? Like, if one of them is perfect for the role, then you just deal with it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, also, I don't know if they're identical, but we've never had identical twins in our camps before. And I will be very curious if I can tell them apart.
I would love to have identical twins because I think they would think it was so cool.
I do too. I mean, I'm sure I would. Like any other identical twins we know, I can tell them apart, but I just like think it would be because like we had non-identical twins in one of our camps last year and we could never remember which of them was which, even though they looked so absolutely not even close to alike at all.
It wasn't like we couldn't remember which was which. It was just like
we'd like always call them the wrong name.
Yeah.
We'd be like, is so-and-so the one with the red hair or with the...
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry I'm taking too long.
Yeah, we gotta...
I'm really, really sorry. Okay.
It's okay. It's for you so you can lay down and sleep.
When did I make my first purchase over $50 with my own money? And you get a bonus half a point if you know what it was.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I thought this would be an easy one.
Really?
Yeah.
First purchase over $50. Gosh, it must be something really big that I should remember. I'm sure it was a gift. Was it a gift?
I don't know if I can say.
I'm sure it was a gift and it was probably a gift for me. Does it count, like, was it like from your piggy bank or would it count if it was like points you earned from our parents?
No, it was from my piggy bank.
Over $50. I think it was gosh, I feel so dumb. I'm sure it was a gift.
Okay, it wasn't a gift.
Oh, really?
No.
What? First purchase over $50. And what was it?
Like the $50 isn't really important. It's just like my first big purchase that wasn't just like I bought a piece of candy and like paid our parents back.
Yeah, but you don't buy anything. So I genuinely have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna be kicking myself when you say what it was. I don't even know.
Okay, what if I can give you another hint? Okay. It was something that I lost and I had to replace.
Oh, was it your iPod Touch?
Yes.
And you were 9?
Yes.
Okay, I only got half a point.
Okay. Yes, when I was 9, we got iPod Touches for our 9th birthday, and
you're sitting so far away from
I'm sorry. We got iPod Touches for our 9th birthday, and then I was almost 10. It was around Easter because I remember that I was hoping that I would get one for Easter. Actually, I was hoping that my parents had found it and they were gonna surprise me with it on Easter that they had found it.
Aww.
But I had brought my iPod Touch to a race because, like, I was working for my parents and I brought it with me and I think I left it on top of the trailer. Because we would sit up there and like play on our iPods, and then I had to replace it. I mean, have to, but like I wanted a new one, and so my parents said I had to pay for it.
Aww.
Okay, next. When did I lose my last tooth?
You know what's funny?
What?
My last tooth, that it got really loose and I didn't pull it out and then it never fell out.
So you still have it?
Yeah.
Is it loose?
No. It like got really loose. Like I very specifically remember this and we thought, I mean not like really, really loose, but it was like loose and we thought it was gonna fall out soon and then it just tightened back up.
That doesn't happen. It must have fallen out while you were asleep and you swallowed it.
Nope.
Okay.
I think you were 10.
I was 9.
No, are you kidding?
I'm sorry.
I didn't think you would do 2 9s.
I know. That was, well, I was gonna move the order with, and I was like, I feel like that's like, I thought both those would be easy, so I was like, maybe I'd trick you, but.
So what do I have 1.5 points or 2.5?
1.5.
And how many questions are left?
1.
Oh, so I can't win.
Yeah.
Poopy butthead.
Okay, how old was this? Should be easy because we did it together. How old was I when I first used Google?
Dude, I don't know.
You don't know?
7.
6.
What did we Google?
If boys had cooties?
I think you're making this stuff up.
No, that totally happened. I very specifically remember, and I feel like we've talked about that many times before. That it was the first time we used.
What is it called when you like are in a cold and they like
brainwash?
No, they maybe
gaslight.
But, yeah, she's gaslighting me.
Yeah. Okay, we'll ask our parents if that happened because I'm pretty sure they remember.
Bye, everyone. I'm the loser again. I
Bye,
better get
everyone.
ready for my. What is that alcohol that our dad always says he's gonna make us drink?
I don't know.
Jägermeister. That was him yelling down. Thank you. Better get ready for my Jägermeister.
Yeah,
brimstone and treacle.
Yeah, brimstone and treacle. I would pick something fun for you.
I would laugh so hard if you made me drink brimstone and treacle.
I don't even know where I would find that.
I don't know. I don't even know if that exists anymore.
Okay, bye.
Subscribe.